Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Stephanie Grattan, and I am a member of the Coley-Jessen Employment and Labor Department. My area of specialty is employment-based immigration matters, and today is the second of a series of sessions on the H-1B lottery process. Last week, Ryan Sevchek presented an overview of the H-1B registration process, and today I'm going to present on when a position is an H-1B caliber position. So let's get started. Government regulations and guidance dictate that a position must be a specialty occupation in order for it to be an H-1B caliber position. A specialty occupation. That means that the position must require at least a bachelor's degree in a specialized area of study for entry into the profession. In other words, if the position requires something less than a bachelor's degree, like an associate's degree, then the position is probably not H-1B caliber. If the position requires a bachelor's degree, but it doesn't specify an area of study, then it's probably not an H-1B caliber position. If the position requires a bachelor's degree in either biology, engineering, political science, or Spanish, then it's probably not an H-1B caliber position because the degree fields themselves are too different. So in order to be an H-1B caliber position, not only must a bachelor's degree be required, but it must be required in a certain subset of closely related degree fields. So for example, something we frequently see with IT-related positions is the requirement of a bachelor's degree in computer science, software engineering, management information systems, or a related field of study. Since we know that a position must require a bachelor's degree in a specialized area of study in order for it to be H-1B caliber, is it enough to simply articulate as much in the filing? And unfortunately, the answer is no. That's the starting point, but the government is going to consult its own databases to determine if that specialized bachelor's degree requirement is actually normal for the occupation. Now, these government databases do not come out and say yes or no. That'd be too easy. Instead, they say something along the lines of, some of these positions in this occupation may require a bachelor's degree, but not all of them. And so what does that mean, that some positions do, but not all? What does that mean? And it depends. And that's something that we can counsel you on in preparing the H-1B petition and argue on your behalf in the filing. What happens if the government database does not make the case for you? Thankfully, there are a few other options. The government will also consider whether other companies in your industry normally require the specialized bachelor's degree for entry into the profession. They'll also consider whether your company specifically has always required a specialized bachelor's degree for entry into that particular position. Last but not least, the government will also consider whether your particular position is so specialized and so complex that even if others in the industry do not normally require a specialized bachelor's degree, you must under the circumstances. Depending on the position, this analysis is sometimes straightforward, as in the case of a software engineer. But other times, the analysis can be very complex. And that's sometimes the case with computer programmers or computer systems analysts, although we do see plenty of those approvals too. So remember, in order for a position to be H-1B caliber, the position must require a bachelor's degree in a specialized area of study. Thanks again for listening, and please remember to turn back next week for another informative session on the H-1B lottery process.